Yeah, I checked it. I'll share the screenshot. Yeah.
Next thing, we have SQL check. What is SQL? How do we access it? So we have an Oracle thing and MySQL. We'll see both the things. If Oracle is there, Oracle 10G Express Edition is there. So if you want to connect, we have this connect. Username is system. Manager is the password. So if you want to connect system by manager also you can do it.
So this is Oracle?
Yes, Oracle.
Okay.
So Oracle 10G Express Edition is the thing. Next.
So we can install this on our local PC?
Yeah, you can install Oracle. The trial version, these are trial versions, right? But instead of Oracle, MySQL is good actually. The trial version of Oracle sometimes doesn't work properly. So we'll see both the things, once Oracle and the MySQL part, then it will be there. Next. Usually why we need to use this database, before database what we were used to use? Excel sheet. So in Excel we have some drawbacks, like you cannot access it from other system. If the system crashes, there is no backup available. So these are the problems, and there is no security for the Excel sheets. Whereas for database, we have the security, backup is there, and as well as you can access it from anywhere. Suppose a table is there, so the table is employee, and we have this 1023. Sorry, column names will be there, right? Now, if I'm giving the column names, then those names should have some meaning, right? ID, name, salary. So here ID is of what type?
ID integer.
Integer, right?
Yeah.
Or you can say number.
Number type.
Name is of what type? String.
String.
Salary is of what type?
Float.
You can say float or decimal values. So we have different data types also. So you should know what are the data types. Then, in order to create a table with the column and the data type, what commands we use? We have SQL. SQL means structured query language. We have DDL, data definition language. In order to create that, we use a create command with the thing. So here, after this, after creating, we have a particular alter command. What does alter do? Any idea?
Change the structure of the table.
So
Some
alter will be there.
modify, modification.
Yeah, we can do what? Modify, right? Modify in the sense, if suppose for ID we have given number, but sometimes for IDs we'll have alphanumeric also. To have alphanumeric, we need to change the data type. So what I can do, modify I can use. And name and salary is there. Okay. So for that also you can modify the data type. So what is modify? Either modifies the data type or the particular size. Anything is fine. So alter add will be the command to add a particular column. Like ID, name and salary is there. I want to add designation and city. So this comes under add. Now I want to rename that ID to employee ID. What I have to use? Alter rename. So alter rename works only with the column rename. And alter drop is there. So what does alter drop do? It will alter the particular table columns. It will drop it. Like designation city I added, but I don't need the city. So once you want to remove that city, you have to use this alter drop. Okay. After this, we have rename to rename the particular table. Alter rename is different. Rename is different. Alter rename means it will rename that particular column name. Only rename means what? It will rename that employee table name. Next, if you want to drop the entire table, drop. Then what will happen? Entire table will be dropped. Okay. So this is works on the DDL. Now we have one more thing known as DML also. DML means what? Only column and the table name can be modified using DDL. You can create or modify using DDL only the table name and the column names. You're not working anything with the values. Okay. So if you want to work with the values, we have insert, update to change the existing records. We can delete the existing records and we can select because we don't have any options. So directly if you want to see the particular table view, we need to write that select commands. Okay. Next. So every table has columns and the columns cannot be duplicated. Table names cannot be duplicated. Okay. You cannot duplicate them. And if you are giving in lowercase also, it will take uppercase. So SQL is case insensitive. Whatever the case you are giving, it's taking it as uppercase itself. But if you are giving the value, the values must be given in single quotes. Like ABC is the value, that value must be given in single quotes directly. Next. And every command ends with a semicolon. If you want to indicate that the command has been completed, you need to give the semicolon. So these are the basic rules of Oracle. And if you want to have I need a data type. So how the data type works. Data means information, types means different. So data is information and type means different, means there is a classification of information. So how to classify the information? We have numbers and we have characters, special symbols. These three things will be there in the keyboard. These only we can send as the values.
Numbers.
Every machine understands the special symbols, plus, minus, into, division. What it does not understand is number and characters. So here numbers are there. So numbers are again classified into number of 10. Number, size. Like say I have an ID. I want to give the number as 10. 10 indicates the number of digits it can allow. So it's a 10-digit number. Like account number has 16 digits, right? 16, 11, like that. If you want to have more, you can give the size more. So what is the size limitation? Size can be taken from 0 to 38. Next. So 0 to 38 digits we can take. After this, we have, these are only numbers. Like if you want to take 345, only without the decimal numbers, if you want to take, you can use this number and size. But if you want to take the decimal numbers, how to write it? Number, precision, comma, scale. So what we have is number is there, precision, comma, scale is there. I need to have the percentage. Percentage number 4 indicates, the precision indicates the total number of digits, and 2 is the digits from right side, like say 76
decimal place.
Yeah, from the right, the second digit after that we can have the decimal. From the right you have to take it.
What about 4?
4 is the total number of digits. Like 7623 is the total number of digits 4. And 2 is nothing but from right side you have to go to the 2 digits and give the same full stop, like point. We have char size here. The char size indicates, we can take the characters like name, char of size, and the size is limited to 0 to 2000. And we have one more thing known as varchar2 size. The name varchar2 size, the extension is nothing but the size, like 0 to 4000. So usually we take varchar2 because it has more number of size. So you can give larger size compared with characters. Okay. So that's a varchar2 you can say. After varchar2 we have one more thing known as time, a date. So different things will be there. Blob, to store the particular files or images in the form of binary. We have this blob. Next, Binary large object, you can say blob means like if the images are there or the particular files are there, you want to store them, we have this blob. We have cloud, character large object. So the same files and image you can store in the form of character large objects using this cloud. So these are the data types. Next, I want to create the table. Like if you want to create the table, we have create table keyword is required. And if you want to have employee, let's check it whether employee is there or not. Employee is not there. To create table employee, we have ID number of 10, name varchar of 20, varchar 2 of 20, salary number of 10. So table got created. If you want to check that syntax, describe employee, ID, number, and salary, all those things will be displayed. Okay. And next, if you have already declared that ID, number is 10, I want to change it to 20. So we have alter table employee, modify command will be there, which modifies the ID from number to 20. Suppose I want to change that ID type from number to varchar also. So what I can use directly ID varchar 2 of 10. If you have alphanumeric, you can change it to varchar 2, you can say. Now, let's revert back to the number. Number is good. So after this, we have the name, right? And salary. Say I want to change the size of both the things. Name 15 and salary 5. So alter table employee modify name varchar 2 of 15, decreasing the size, and salary number of 5. So simultaneously we can modify multiple things, you can say. Okay. Next thing. After this, if you want to add a new column, so you just alter table employee add, like I can say designation 2 of 40, city varchar 2 of 10. So we got 2 columns added at a time, right? If you want to check it, describe employee, you can check it directly. ID name, salary designation, and city. Now I want to rename this ID to employee ID. Alter table employee, rename ID to EMP-ID. So we need to have a column keyword actually. If you don't give a column keyword, it won't execute. That's the reason it's saying that keyword is missing. So rename column, then the ID to EMP ID you can see. Okay. Next, after this, consider I need to have dropping that particular city. So drop column city. Got dropped, right?
Yeah.
Suppose if I want to drop multiple columns, drop column salary, comma, designation. What is saying? Invalid identifier, right? Two columns you are unable to drop it. But when you remove the column keyword, you are able to drop the two columns. That's a difference you can see. Okay. And what is the next thing we have? Drop. I want to add that thing. I want to add the salary. So how to add it? Salary number of 10. You can add it. Drop, you can drop multiple columns, just remove the column keyword. If you keep the column keyword, only one column can be dropped. In drop, we have one column and two columns dropped. But rename, every time it will be only one column rename. You cannot rename multiple columns. Next, after this, I have a table, employee, and now what I want to do is rename that employee table. So rename employee to Infosys, or rename info to employee. You can rename that. So table name is possible, right?
Hmm.
Now if you want to drop the things, drop table employee. So if you observe, we are not using table keyword inside the rename. In all the remaining things, table keyword was used actually, right? But only in rename, the table keyword is not used. Next thing. So this is everything working with the DDL, right?
Yes.
After this DDL, what we have? DML commands. Like if I say select star from employee, I'm unable to see any other particular rows. Only columns were created, but rows were not created, right? So if you want to have the rows, you need to use this DML commands. Insert into employee values. What is that? 1023 Rahul will be there, and some 30,000 I can insert. If you want to check it, select star from employee, ID, name, and salary got inserted. Is it possible to insert only two columns? ID and salary, not the name,
Yes, it is possible.
into employee values 1024 and 65,000.
Not like that, we need to mention the column.
Yes, because if you don't mention here, it's getting not enough values.
Yes.
The thing is, inside the values, you need to have same number of values as the columns. If you give less, you'll get not enough values. If you give more also, it will give too many values. So that's the difference you can see. Too many values. So it should match the particular column only. Now, if you want to give only in the ID and salary, then what you have to do, insert into employee. You need to specify the ID, comma, salary. Then you need to write the values. In that values, what I can do, 1024, and salary is there, 40,000. Okay. So 1024 and 40,000 is the thing we have access directly. So next thing, if you want to check it, what we have, select star from employee. Okay. So there is a null value. And if you want to give the values repeatedly, if you give slash, what happens? It repeats the previous command. If you're giving that slash, it's repeating the previous command, right? Now the same way, we have insert command taking the values dynamically, like insert into employee values. I can use ampersand to indicate the address of the ID column. And what we have is ampersand name in the single quotes, because the value must be in the single quotes, right? And ampersand salary. So 1025 is there, and some name I can do John, 20,000. Just keep slash, the previous command will get executed. The dynamic values I am taking and just repeating the same command. So what I have here, slash ID, and we have 1028 Shiva 21. If I'm giving the single quotes inside the values, it's giving errors because already single quotes has been given. Inside the again single quote, it's not allowing. So if you want to give 1026, directly you can give that value and you get inserted. So select star from employee. So we have multiple columns insert also.
And Rohit,
And
how we fill that one, the null one, name?
update.
Okay.
The thing is, if you have inserted and if you want to modify the existing values, you need to use the update thing. Like update employee. So you're not using this table keyword here. If you observe, insert, into is a keyword you have to remember. Update employee, set is a keyword you need to remember. Set name equals to, in the blank page you want to fill up, right? So that blank is for the ID 1024. So I want to give a name, like Sham is there, I'm giving. Way command will come ID 1024. So it will update that particular column, right?
Yes, got
Now suppose I want to take a new column, date of joining. So what I have to do, I have to alter the particular table, right? Alter table employee and add date of joining. Date I'll take. So So what is the date of joining? You can say it's a date. Dating, which was date of joining. Now, if you select the records, all these things are empty. I want to update all the columns, all the rows you can see. So what I want to do, update employee, set DOJ. I want to take the today's date. If you want to take today's date, system date you can take directly. System date.
This date.
So it will directly update the records. 7th July 20. 7th July 20. If you want, you can have your own date also. In the single quotes, you can give the date in that format. So there's a date thing you can see. Okay. Now, after update, if I want to delete or before delete, see for this 1023 and 1025, I have to add 2000 height. Increment is there for Rahul and John, and I need to update 2000. How can we do it?
Update employee set salary equal to salary plus 2000. Where ID set salary equal to salary plus 2000.
Salary equal to salary plus 2000.
Where ID in
Where ID? Okay, got it.
ID in we can
In is because in select multiple records. Every time equal to means it will just take this column is equal to this. That's it. Means right side value is transferred to left side. So in this case, if you have multiple records, you cannot use equal to. It will give error. So directly you can use in command to give the values, multiple values directly. Okay. And next, after this, we can update the entire column. We can update particular row, particular column. If suppose I want to change, like say, name and salary for John 1025, I want to change the name and salary. Two things I have to change, right? So update employee, set name equals to Ravi. So comma salary equals to 43,999. Where ID equals to 1025. So multiple column values also can be updated. Single column values also can be updated. Entire column, all the rows, the column can be updated. Multiple rows can be updated. Okay. All these things comes under update itself. Now I want to have delete. Delete is also similar. Like if you want to work with the entire table, delete from table. What is that? Employee. If I give this command, it will delete entire table. If I say delete from table where ID equals to 1026, it will delete only one thing. 1026 got deleted. If you want to delete multiple, ID in you can use. Okay. Now, is it possible to delete this sham only? Not the entire row. Only the name column sham value.
Can update it with null value.
Delete?
No, update with null value.
No, I'm asking whether I can delete that. Update with null value is fine because we can update the things, right?
Yeah.
column we can update it. But what's my requirement is in an entire table, a column value can I delete, not the entire row, column value. Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
How to do it?
Oh, only I can change it to, I cannot change the column value. I can make it to null.
Just update.
Update, not I'm asking, I know update is working, but delete it won't work, right?
Yeah, delete only row, not a single column.
Right. That's the thing. If you want to delete a column value, it's not possible. Okay. Next. And this, after this, we have select star from employee ISET, right? It's selecting all the rows, all the columns. But I want only particular row. ID equals to 1024. So it's selecting that particular single 1024 row. And if I want to have a ID in 1024 and 1025, only two things will come. So entire table you can select, single row you can select, multiple rows you can select using AID. Now, if I want to have salary first, then the ID, salary and ID. It's up to us how to display the columns also. How many columns you want? Not all the columns, just take the column name and we can display those things. And in this again, where ID equals to 1024. Even though there is no ID displayed, yeah, here ID is displayed 1024 and the 40,000. Where ID in 1024 and this particular 1025 will have multiple records. Okay. Abhinav, is it clear? Sorry, Manoj.
Yeah, clear.
Right. Am I going fast or you're able to
Oh,
understand?
no. I'm going to. It's good.
Right. So next thing, what I want to do is, I want to have commit and rollback. Data control language.
Yeah, with this we can have a greater than, less than also, greater than 1023 and less than 24. That
Yes,
also.
those are relational operators. That is also possible. Equal to is there, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. In the operators also you can see that. So next, suppose I'm delete from employee 1024. So I deleted it, right? Now, what I feel that I've done wrong. I wanted to delete 1025, but I deleted 1024. So if I say roll back, it will directly reverted.
But it reverted
All.
one more.
Yeah, it's revolted all.
1025. John, Shiva,
1026
everything.
also there, and the DOJ, because the commands what we executed actually get stored in the primary memory. Like if you consider like we have two memories, primary and secondary, the records what we perform will be stored in the primary memory. And when I say commit, then this will be saved inside the secondary memory directly. Okay. So when I first delete, it's temporary. You can say temporary. When I say commit, it has been stored inside the database
Now it cannot roll back.
Yes, it cannot roll back. After commit, you cannot roll back the things. Okay. So here I want to remove the DOJ now. I don't require this DOJ. What do you have to do? Alter table employee, drop column DOJ. I've dropped it. Now let's do one thing. Delete from employee where ID equals to 1024 and update employee set salary equals to 23,000 where ID equals to 1025. So change it to commands, delete and as well as update. Now if I go to rollback, it will directly go to that particular state, previous state, right?
Yeah.
Suppose I'm deleting and updating, but I don't want the update only. I want the delete, I don't want the update only. So how to roll back only to the one stage? What I can do is, when I delete, I can create a save point. S4. And once we update, I can create one more save point, S5. So now if I select the table 102325 and 26, 23, 23, right? Now what I'll do, roll back to S4. So it will roll back to S4 means only the update command will be reverted, not the delete. And you can check it this thing. Here 20,000 is there, not the 23,000. And you can observe that 1024 is not coming back. Right? It got deleted. If I say commit now, what will happen? You cannot roll back to that particular delete also now. So commit in the sense you cannot, after commit you cannot use the rollback. So after rollback you can use the commit thing directly. Okay.
So rollback means like how many step it roll back? It's rollback since beginning. Like
No,
we change it
not
5.
beginning. Two things: internal implicit. Implicit commit will be there. Explicit commit will be there. If you are not doing that commit ourselves, then that machine will do directly internally. The thing is, previously also we have seen that it got, see, if I say rollback, it removed this DOJ values also, right?
Mm-hmm.
So till that time, it didn't commit. So here, these records were there. But actually, if you say rollback, it should go to the starting stage, right? Like without any values, it's not going to the starting stage. It's just that internally sometimes it commits. Particular duration it might be there, or the number of commands it might be there. After that, it executes the commit. Then till that point, it will save directly. If you roll back, it will go to that particular point. Okay.
Okay.
Same like Control Z, like come back.
Yes, Control Z and Control S. Roll back and this thing you can see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, Manoj, you have this software, Oracle?
No, Rohit.
Text me your mail and I'll forward it to you.
Yeah, sure.
You just install and practice. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You'll see few more concepts like group by having and the joins and the subqueries. Then we can do the programming part.
Okay.
Okay.
You can share it to the group.
I didn't
So
get you.
yeah, for the Django, basically, what are the software we have to install to make a practice and make all?
Actually, you have to use pip install. I'll show you them directly. If I go step by step, it's easy because we'll use Spider or PyCharm, any tool. So I'll show you what tool we can use, and then the requirement of software is like Django. If you want to install directly, you can use pip install. The thing is, in Python, if you want to have any module installed, predefined module, just directly you can have pip install. I'll show that thing. It's good actually. Okay. So just two more classes, and we'll have HTML, and then we can go with the Django part.
Okay. Yeah, I sent you my mail in the group. Right. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll forward the things. Okay. That's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.